Good evening and welcome to Waukee High School, where we have a top 10 matchup here in 5A volleyball for you on tap tonight. Dar Danielson with you. It'll be the Waukee Warriors hosting Ankeny Centennial tonight. Centennial coming in and ranked number 6. Waukee at number 10 on the season, 8-15. Centennial 15-5. And Waukee coming off a close loss in their match with Waukee Northwest in that crosstown rivalry here. Take a look at some of the highlights. You see, that was over at Northwest, as you can tell by the wolf in the middle there. And a good back and forth battle. And we'll see probably something very similar, I'm assuming, here tonight with Ankeny, Centennial, and Waukee. And of course, with those two teams, sometimes it's a matter of, it's the school pride and the rivalry that's built in just the short time that the new school's been open. It's been a good back and forth battle there. And this should be another good matchup here tonight. And, you look at the record there for Waukee, 8-15, but there's several teams that don't have a winning record in that top 15, but it doesn't mean a lot because you're going grinding against some of the best teams here in the state. And we know, just looking at it, the other night we had Centennial and Valley takes the first set, and then Centennial battles back and takes it to 5 sets then and ends up winning it. And so, it's just a matter of a lot of good teams and which team's going to come out on top. In those rankings, Pleasant Valley still number 1, Iowa City Liberty at 2, Dowling Catholic held at 3, Ankeny at 4, and Northwest in at 5, Centennial right there at 6. Those top 6 held, as did Cedar Falls at 7, Johnston at 8, Valley at 9, and Waukee at 10. So the top 10 all stayed the same. Ratings just out, newly minted off the press today. And not a lot of changes there. And that's the thing about volleyball, too. You may, if you lose a match, then you're going to play right away, probably in the same week or weekend, and get a chance to come right back out. So when they do the rankings, they really got to kind of watch how that competition was and the way it went. Rounding out the top 10, Muscatine, Council Bluffs, Abe Lincoln, Urbandale, Cedar Rapids, Kennedy, and Sioux City North here tonight. Looking at some of the top players here for Waukee, Lily Galing, the senior, has 107 kills to lead the team. And Finley Curran, the senior, with 204 assists for them. On the other side of that, Reagan Angus, the fine setter for Centennial, has 306 assists, while Delaney Miller with 118 kills, and Delaney Winkle, the double Delaney's there, 118 and 111 in kills on the season for those two, and kind of helping lead that Centennial offense so far to that 15-5 record on the season. Let's take a break. We'll do that. We'll come back with more here on CISN.TV.
When did strength become an ego thing? Strength is about more than you. It's about grit, work ethic, carrying your own weight, and still rising to new challenges, whether or not they happen during regular business hours. Because even for the strongest, there are no guarantees. But for those who wake up with the streetlights to make sure the world keeps moving, Western makes one promise: more jobs done faster.
Visit Truck Equipment Inc. today at truckequipmentinc.com.
For 75 Central Iowa to help customers in need. It might be for plumbing, heating, cooling, a water heater, or the usual repairs and maintenance. We've done that with quality work from quality employees who bring passion and personality to the job. That's the whole difference. It gives me great pride to see how our company has grown from the seeds of success my grandfather planted in 1947. That's why more and more Central Iowans are saying, let Holt handle that.
Here at Waukee High School, getting ready for a top 10 volleyball matchup tonight. Ankeny Centennial coming in at 15-5, and Waukee at 8-15. As finishing up the final warm-ups here tonight, Ankeny wearing those gold shirts for childhood cancer awareness, I believe it is, tonight. And they're looking to get a win over a little higher ranked team, an Ankeny Centennial here tonight, the Jaguars. Seen them a couple times so far this season. A pretty solid squad as you see them coming in there. And getting ready to play here in this beautiful Waukee field house. One of the first of the big gyms that they built here. And there's the horn, but not ready to get underway with our introductions. Of our starting lineups. Beautiful, cool night. Feels like fall out there. And 63 degrees. Typical late fall September football weather. And we'll have some good matchups coming up tomorrow on CISN.TV. We'll tell you more about those later on.
Welcome to the field house for our Gold Out game. Tonight, we are all wearing gold to show our support for all children fighting childhood cancer. We would like to take a moment and honor the children and families who have fought and are currently fighting this nasty illness. Olivia Steffenmeyer is accompanied by her sisters Parker and Quinn. She is a second grader at Woodland Hills and currently in active treatment. She loves the color purple, unicorns, riding her bike, and going to Smash Park. Ethan Croker is accompanied by his brother Aaron. He is 9 years old and is in remission. He loves being outside, fishing, camping, and telling jokes. He just wants kids to be kids. Elena Sandine is forever 9. She fought Wilm's tumor before passing away 4.5 years ago. She loved Harry Potter, Pokemon, and cats. She is the inspiration for her mom to start an unraveled chapter in Iowa. Her mother, Lucy, will be there for her. Breslin Hurt Wernstein, she is a 4th grader at Woodland Hills. She is less than 2 years away from remission. She loves Taekwondo, Harry Potter, sharks, and her mom. She is the inspiration for Breslin's Blankets of Love. We all stand together with all of our young warriors and their family as they continue to fight cancer. Tonight is an inner CIML matchup between the Ankeny Centennial Jaguars and your Waukee Warriors. First, let's meet the starters from Ankeny Centennial. Number 5, Jada Schmidt. Number 7, Delaney Winkle. Number 8, Jaden Pratt. Number 9, Anna Sash. Number 12, Reagan Angus. Number 15, Delaney Miller. And Milibero, number 3, Taylor Beeshan. Head coach Jessica Reinhardt and assistant coaches Sarah Alberts and Jenna Britt. And now, let's meet the starting lineup for your Waukee Warriors. Starting for the Warriors, number 3, Maggie Craig. Number 4, Lexi Weber. Number 8, Reagan Glass. Number 11, Stella Braddock. Number 18, Lily Gailey. Number 19, Hannah Toll. And the libero, number 2, Geneva Martins. Head coach Candice Malea and assistant coach Elisa Roth. Officials for tonight's contest, Richard Kahn, Mark Royer, Stuart Duesenberry, and Kyle Steffens. And now, will you please rise and remove your hats as we honor
take a break and be back with the start of the match after this.
1,300 vehicles on WaukeeChevy.com. Schottenkirk Chevy Waukee. If we don't have it, you can build it. Newly expanded service department means we're hiring. See the openings on WaukeeChevy.com. Schottenkirk Chevy Waukee. WaukeeChevy.com.
We are so much more
than an energy company.
We are connectors,
community protectors,
and clean energy leaders.
We are
job creators,
friends and neighbors,
stewards of your dollars and savings.
Yes, we
are so much more.
We are the energy
behind your everyday.
And we are
obsessively,
relentlessly
at your service.
I'm off to college. Oh, rats!
Hi, Joe the Car Guy with a reminder. Before you send your kids off to school, set up an appointment with Westside Auto. We check everything from tires to belts, fluids, hoses, wipers, and lights. 44 inspection points to help prevent that oh rats moment for your students. Call us today to set up your appointment. We'll have your kids off to school saying,
for the best, head west.
Westside Auto.
Ever have one of those awkward moments when a business disappointed you? You got ripped off? Didn't get what you expected? The Better Business Bureau can help you avoid these uncomfortable situations. BBB accredited businesses are honest, ethical, and reviewed annually by the BBB. Don't experience another awkward moment with a bad business. Trust the ones that operate with integrity. Look for the BBB seal. It's the sign of a better business. And find a better business anytime at bbb.org.
We all love a good win, however small or ordinary. Losing track of time, finding yourself with a few extra dollars in your pocket, soaking up the perfect Iowa day. These are the everyday delights and small victories that make us smile. These are the moments that connect us all as Iowans. And these are the moments that, more often than not, start with Iowa's farm families and the corn they're growing. Because when corn grows Iowa, Iowans win.
And ready to get going here in this volleyball matchup between number 10 Waukee hosting number 6 Ankeny Centennial. And referees checking the final lineups, and Reagan Angus will serve to start for Centennial. 95% serving efficiency. Bumped over. Now Angus will set it up outside, and good job to handle that by Toll. Back set. This time it's going to get through the block and down. Delaney Miller with the kill. And Angus goes back to serve again. Right into the middle. Set outside. Angus handles it. Now bumped up by the libero. Handled there. Cross court. Angus sets it again. That one's going to just get down. And Centennial off to a quick 2-0 lead. Angus serving again. And that'll be a kill for Waukee. Lily Galing, I believe, had that one.
Finley Curran into the game for the Warriors.
Finley Curran, the senior, will come in to serve. 85.4% serving efficiency, and there's an ace on her first serve. You can't get more efficient than that. And we're tied. Second serve is long.
Point Centennial.
So you got the best of what you can get, and then the service error, but well, that happens. Now here's Centennial. Serving is Delaney Winkle. Bumped up outside. Handled by the libero. Set up again into the block, and that's going to get down.
Point, Centennial.
The block there by Schmidt and Pratt. For the Jaguars, and they take their 2-point lead back. Bumped up by Glass, now over. Good diving save by Centennial into the block there. Maggie Craig gets the block.
Number 15, Jenna Jones, in for the Warriors.
Back to serve, Maggie Craig after the block. She'll go back to serve. Bumped up by the libero, now outside, and that'll get through on the kill by Centennial. Delaney Miller just came in and gets the kill right away. Now Jaden Pratt back to serve for Centennial, 93% serving efficiency. Angus such a quick in the middle, and that'll go fall for the point. Good quick set there, good reaction to finish it off by Centennial. 3-point lead. Sophomore Pratt serving, that one's long.
Point for the Warriors. Lexi Weber, in for the Warriors.
And Lily Galing will go back to serve. Bumped up there by Winkle, now outside, cross court, and a little too hot to handle. Point Centennial.
Geneva Martins, in the game for
By
the
Winkle.
Warriors.
Winkle fired that across. Maya Lee Butters, the serving specialist, comes in for Centennial. And that one is put down by Jenna Jones.
Stella Braddock in the game for the Warriors.
Now here's Waukee serving. Delaney Swartzel. Back set by Angus. Waukee pushes it over. Kept alive there by Betchin, the libero. Angus now just shoves it over, looking for the corner. That might have been out, but Waukee played it. Now just a little dump down. They keep it alive. Set outside, and the hammer down that time by Jenna Jones. So Jenna Jones gets a couple kills there. Hannah Toll back to serve. Betchin up to Angus. She just pushes it over that time. Now quick set in the middle. Turnabout fair play there. Angus gets it up again. Chance for Waukee. Good push across by Jenna Jones. And we're tied up. Jones saw where the defense was and just shoved it right across into the open area on the left side of the net, or their right side. Centennial's left. Now serving again, Swartzel. Angus sets it back. Good diving save. They get it over, but into the net for Waukee. She made the play on it, but could not stop before running into the net and getting the violation. So that ends a 3-0 run by Waukee, and Centennial takes the lead back. Here's the serve. Quick set there, and that one's long.
Point Centennial.
Here's Centennial serving. Delaney Miller. A scramble now and cross court wide. Point for Centennial. And Miller will go back to serve again. She comes in at 88% serving efficiency. He said one of the leaders in kills. There's one that drops in for an ace.
First timeout, Waukee.
Waukee wants a timeout, down by 4 now here on CISN.TV.
Vehicles on WaukeeChevy.com. Schottenkirk Chevy Waukee. If we don't have it, you can build it. Newly expanded service department means we're hiring. See the openings on WaukeeChevy.com. Schottenkirk Chevy Waukee. WaukeeChevy.com.
I'm off to college. Oh, rats.
Hi, Joe the Car Guy with a reminder. Before you send your kids off to school, set up an appointment with Westside Auto. We check everything from tires to belts, fluids, hoses, wipers, and lights. 44 inspection points to help prevent that oh rats moment for your students. Call us today to set up your appointment. We'll have your kids off to school saying,
For the best, head west.
Westside Auto.
Out of the timeout. Centennial serving. Good rally going on. There's a hot smash by Delaney Winkle. She had one just a little bit before we got back from that commercial, and it was handled, but that one, there's no taking the smoke off of it, as 5 straight points now by Centennial. That one catches the net.
Point Centennial.
And you get the easy ace there. Second here of the serve by Winkle, or Miller, excuse me. Delaney Miller, not Delaney Winkle. That one bumped up. Now they'll get it over. Miller sets it. Angus back sets. And good shot there. Hannah Toll got up in the air and fired that on the move and got it to drop in. And ends the run at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6-0 run by Centennial. They're up 13-8 here in the first set. Serving is Glass, and that one is long. So Centennial right now hasn't gotten a big string of points yet. Here's your libero, Betcham, serving. Quick set in the middle, and that one is hammered wide.
Point Centennial.
Good idea, quick set and hit, but just a little bit wide on it. On the follow through. Betcham serves it again. That time, that one's going to drop in. Maggie Craig with the kill for Waukee. Craig right up there in kills, second in the team. And that one's a point for Waukee. Trying to chip away that 7-point lead. Angus outside, into the block, and down. Lily Galing right there, as was Stella Braddock. And lead now down to 4. They've about, well, cut it in half. when it's 7. Yeah, 3 is half. Well, we won't get into the math. Dumped over. Nice little push over by Delaney Winkle. She cuts the runoff right there for Centennial. And Reagan Angus back to serve. She had 306 assists coming into this. She'll have several more here tonight before it's all said and done. There's a quick assist. And the hammer down by Jaden Pratt. Centennial unleashing some thunder here tonight with those swings. Waukee trying to hang close, get it over. Betcham sets it, Angus back. Cross court, bumped up there by Braddock. Now over. Good job to go down and get it by Miller. Now dumped over the top. And Centennial just keeping them off balance a little bit. This one cross quarter into the hole. Jada Smith. And Waukee wants a timeout again as the lead back up to 7 here on CISN.TV.
All love a good win, however small or ordinary. Losing track of time, finding yourself with a few extra dollars in your pocket, soaking up the perfect Iowa day. These are the everyday delights and small victories that make us smile. These are the moments that connect us all as Iowans. And these are the moments that, more often than not, start with Iowa's farm families and the corn they're growing. Because when corn grows Iowa, Iowans win.
Well, Waukee takes the timeout. They made a little run themselves to cut into the lead here, but then Centennial just came right back and has built it back up to 7 here, 18-11, with Reagan Angus back to serve, the senior setter. Sends it over. Quick dump across, and that'll fall off the push by Gayling. So now Waukee needs to get something going here. And they bring in Finley Curran, their serve specialist. She'll go back. Betcham, now Angus outside into the block. They regather, but I'm going to say, yep, 2 hits. 2 of the Jaguars ran into each other there and then kind of threw the timing off. They end up getting a double hit called on that. So we'll see Curran serving again. Angus sets it outside into the block and hit the antenna. So that'll be a point Centennial. Block was up, but it came off at the angle and hit the antenna, and that'll go back to Centennial. And Delaney Winkle will go back to serve. She's got the best second best serving efficiency number. And that one is down for another Centennial point. Lead back to 7. You see there the block up front. Well, back set. Into the block, kept alive. Now Angus sets it behind her. Good job to go down and get it. Now they keep it alive. And a hot smash just finds room there. Delaney Miller just got it in by probably half a foot. Goes in. And Delaney Winkle serving. 21-13. Outside. Betcha, now Angus. to the back row, and the kill by Delaney Winkle. Centennial just in rhythm right now. Waukee trying to find a way to stop it. And there's one good way. A service error always helps. Back in is Jenna Jones for Waukee. And back to serve, Maggie Craig. Drops it in there. Betchen handles it. Angus outside to Miller, and it's down.
Point, Centennial. Anya Martin, Dayton for the Warriors.
So the last couple times here, Waukee's had trouble stringing points together. Anja Martin's in for Waukee. And Jaden Pratt goes back deep to serve. Good jump serve, falls right in the middle. Now quick set at the net, but they're going to say 2 hits.
Point, Centennial.
Finley Curran tried to set it behind her, and it just caught her hand weird and came off. So now we're at set point here for Centennial in this first set. That one came over knuckling a little bit. Now Angus, quick set there. Good recovery by Jones. Outside Miller. Handled by Martins. And there's the set. 25-14. Centennial takes set 1 here. We'll be back with set number 2 coming up after this on CISN.TV.
75 years, Holt service trucks have hit the streets of central Iowa to help customers in need. It might be for plumbing, heating, cooling, a water heater, or the usual repairs and maintenance. We've done that with quality work from quality employees who bring passion and personality to the job. That's the Holt difference. It gives me great pride to see how our company has grown from the seeds of success my grandfather planted in 1947. That's why more and more central Iowans are saying, let Holt handle that.
Hi, this is Chris from Fireplace Superstore, and it's going to be an interesting patio furniture season this year. We have ordered a ton of merchandise, but due to supply chain issues, it's coming in a truckload at a time all summer long. If you want the best patio furniture, check early and check often. If you want to custom order your furniture, get in here as soon as you can to give your furniture the best chance to arrive this summer. Fireplace Superstore, Iowa's best patio furniture selection, just east of I-35 on Douglas Avenue.
Not all used vehicles are created equal.
DeArmond certified used vehicles have a big advantage.
What sets us apart is that all used vehicles receive a 175-point inspection.
Carfax report, 2 oil changes, collision deductible coverage, and wheel dent and windshield repair.
Also, all DeArmond certified come with 2 warranties. A 1-year 12,000-mile bumper-to-bumper and a 2-year 100,000-mile powertrain. DeArmond Ford Indianola, DeArmond Automotive Knoxville, DeArmondAuto.com.
Do you know what the best part about being a dog is? You can hear disaster before it even happens. You know what they say about disaster. Sometimes it can inspire a symphony. An honest day's work deserves an honest day's treat.
No extra charge.
And that is why we choose Honest Wrenches. No extra charge, and it's how service should be.
Here at Waukee, Centennial takes the first set, 25-14. It was tied at 7, then Centennial went on a little bit of a run. Waukee came back, got 3 in a row, but then after that, Centennial just stepped on the gas, and Waukee couldn't reel them back in. Let's see now, we come out in the second set. Centennial keeps that momentum where Waukee can kind of get things going here. Get a little roll going to their own. As looks like Maggie Craig out there. Hannah Toll. Lexi Weber. In comes Geneva Martins, the libero. Also Finley Kearns out there. She'll be serving.
Warrior serve to start set 2.
And the Warriors start out with a serve here. Trailing by a set. Good one drops in there. Betchen handles it, and Angus sets it back, and wow, hammered down. Delaney Winkle. Here you see it sets it back, and she just goes up and rockets it into that left corner. They are really playing well here. Now she goes back to serve, Winkle does. And that one falls for a Warrior point.
Jenna Jones in for the Warriors.
And we're tied. Here comes Jenna Jones back in for the Warriors. Back to serve is Maggie Craig. Cross quarter. Oh, good. Did a good job, Curran, to get under that, and then just a little long.
Point Centennial. Anya Martins in for the Warriors.
Centennial gets it. Anja Martins in now for Waukee. Back to serve is Jaden Pratt. And there's an ace.
Point Centennial.
Let's see, Pratt had 13 aces coming into this one. 93% serving efficiency. Bumped up by Martins. Now over, and that's going to fall. Jenna Jones gets the kill there. Lexi Weber back into the Waukee lineup. She'll go up front there. Gailing to serve. Good hard serve. Now they got a scramble. Betchen gets it over. They set it in the middle. Push back. Now into that front there again. And a sash. And Jada Schmidt right there on the block. And that front line making it tough on Waukee. Here's Maya Lee Butters, the freshman, back to serve. Serving specialist in there for Centennial. Here we go. And that is wide. Goes wide. I haven't seen her make many of those. Just the couple games I've seen of Centennial. Pretty solid serve most of the time. Betchen up to Angus, back to Sash. Kept alive there by Martins. Now Angus just flips it back, and you got to keep your head up and your eyes open with those setters because they have all kinds of tricks. Watch it here. Coming over, looked like she's going to set it, and then no, just pushes it back and caught everybody unaware. Of course, part of that's the power lineup they have. Here's Miller. You're thinking about those big hitters coming in. Now this one's dumped over. Handled by Weber. And speaking of big hitters, Hershey pounds it home for Waukee.
Eden Hershey in for the Warriors. And Maggie Craig.
Or was that Braddock? Must have been 11. Because Hershey's in now to serve. And over. Quick set in the middle, off the net cord. And that'll tie it up. How can Waukee get on a little bit of a roll of their own here? They've had trouble stringing points together. Angus outside, Winkle, and that's, they're going to say, point Centennial. Taylor Betchen, the libero, back to serve. You saw the replay there. Quick set in the middle. Again, they dump it over. Lee Butters got in there, kept it alive, but they can't complete the deal. And we're tied up again. Lily Galing in. Goes up front. Back to serve. Martins. Angus. And they dump it in there. They'll be able to play it, get it over. Angus sets it outside. Power hit, smash by Delaney Winkle. And back in up front is Jaden Pratt. Reagan Angus back to serve. Here for Centennial. Up one. Angus sets back, and there's just perfect set. Hammered right across there by Jada Schmidt. See it here again. Back and Centennial. That one goes off and long. The ace. And the lead up to 3. Angus serving again. That one is wide. And Finley Curran back in, the senior, to serve. As they're trying to keep it close. Betchen, Angus outside to Schmidt. Back to Schmidt again, block. That's too many hits, and that's a point for the Warriors. Lily Galing with the block there. Now back within a point, and long.
Point, Centennial.
Son Delaney Winkle back to serve. Curran backs at it. Oh, Angus gets it outside and down by Delaney Miller. Centennial's built that lead back to 3. Here's where Waukee needs a stop. Don't want them to get too far out. Curran up into the block. Back Curran again. Now over the top. Angus sets it there and a quick turnaround. Jaden Pratt. That's knowing where you're at. So he sets it up there and boom. Right down the slot for a point. Lead up to 4. Curran sets it. And that'll go down. Point Waukee. Jenna Jones back in. Back to serve. Maggie Craig. That one's long.
Point, Centennial. Anya Martins in for the Warriors.
Jaden Pratt back on the serving duties here now for Centennial. Curran sets it over. Hot smash. Pratt had to almost play that because it was right at her and then back the other way. Delaney Miller. I was going to say that probably would have been long, but it was coming right at her, so there was nothing she could do but play it across because it was hard to get out of the way. Here's Pratt again, drops it right down in the middle. Curran keeps it up, and Angus bumped up and down by Pratt. Waukee. We'll see the replay here. And so now the lead up to 6 here. And Waukee calls a timeout. This is around the area where Centennial pulled away, ran away, and never looked back in that first set. So they want to kind of keep it that way here. Coming up tomorrow night, big football Friday night. I'll be over at Valley as Valley hosts Marshalltown. It'll be Ankeny at Roosevelt. That should be a pretty good matchup too. And then Sioux City is the East. Sioux City East at Centennial. So the Centennial football team will be taking on Sioux City East. Good night of football here on CISN.TV. Tomorrow night, tune in for that. Hard to believe it's it'll be week 5 already in the football season. Volleyball moving right along too. Set by Curran. Handled by Schmidt now. Dumped over and in by Delaney Miller. Here's Pratt serving again. Curran backside. Gailing tries to put it away, but Centennial comes right back with the point. And that lead growing up to 8. And that one's long.
Point, Warriors. Lexi Weber in for the Warriors.
So a big run by Centennial stops with the service error. Now they're back to serve. Gailey. Curran sets it. And long.
Point, Centennial. Neva Martins in for the Warriors.
Bumped up by Martins. There's a nice kill. High, good shot by Jenna Jones. You see on the replay here. Gets it to her, comes up, and fired it right at Betchen, and she could not do anything with it. Angus sets this one back. Good diving save there. Back up, and again. Jenna Jones with her second straight kill. Waukee serving Hannah Toll. Kept alive and is just going to drop wide. Anja Martin's got that, but just fell wide. So They're serving with a 7-point lead. Delaney Miller. Quick set there and almost the dunk at the net by Jenna Jones. Eden Hershke, Maggie Maggie Craig, excuse me. Hershey will serve. Nice serve. Good recovery by Miller, though. Right into the block there, Angus. Now she sets it out. Hershey keeps it alive. Get it outside, dumped over by Craig. Angus now dumps it over.
Point, Centennial.
And that's another one of those for you. Little trickeration goes up. And we'll take a break here on CISN.TV.
1,300 vehicles on WaukeeChevy.com. Schottenkirk Chevy Waukee. If we don't have it, you can build it. Newly expanded service department means we're hiring. See the openings on WaukeeChevy.com. Schottenkirk Chevy Waukee. WaukeeChevy.com.
I'm off to.
Here at Waukee, Centennial at 20 here. And again, Waukee's had trouble with that front line and the size of Centennial here, and they're just really in sync here tonight so far. And they're seeing a little bit of what they did in that first set where they hung around till you get about the 12-point mark, and then they just kind of stepped on the gas again, and Betchen will be serving. Hershey handles it now. Outside to Craig, and that'll go. So you get Maggie Craig gets the kill out of the timeout, and Geneva Martins will go back to serve for the Warriors. They need a string of points here to pull back. Angus sets it to Delaney Miller. That catches the net but gets over. Quick into the middle, into the block. And I was trying to count quick in my head and I forgot the block, but that doesn't matter. It's Pratt blisters it down to the floor for Centennial. And Jada Schmidt back in. Angus goes back to serve. Hot smash handled. And into the block, but kept alive by Pratt. Dumped over by Winkle. Outside, had to punch that over. Braddock did. Oh, Winkle back over. Craig tries to get it over, gets it into the block. Front line really causing trouble. That time they dump it over the top of the block. Angus, quick set, going for the corner. Anna Sash finds the corner, dumps it in there. Saw that pretty play. Craig cross quarter. Betchen handles it. Angus sets it into the block. Good block by Craig. Now Betchen sets it back, and that time into the net. One of the rare miss hits. We'll see there out of Delaney Winkle. Now Finley Curran back to serve. Betchen handled it. Looked like it might have been going to go long, but they played anyway. Curran sets it up quick in the middle. Now Betchen. And into the block.
Point, Centennial.
And down, Centennial point. Delaney Winkle with the hit there. She's back to serve. Right into the net.
Jenna Jones in for the Warriors.
Jenna Jones in for Waukee. Maggie Craig serving and looking for some points here. And wow. Angus sets it and Pratt sends it home. Here it is. Boom, boom. Set point for set number 2 here for Centennial. They have looked really sharp tonight. Good handle by Pratt. Now cross court by Angus. Curran back. Into the block. Is down. Centennial will take the second set. 25-16. Up 2 sets to none. We'll be back for the third set. See if the Warriors can keep it going here on CISN.TV.
Western lets your UTV power through the storm. The Impact V-Plow and Impact Straight Blade. With the features the pros demand. Custom tailored for your UTV. And to keep your work top-notch, rely on the Tornado UTV Hopper Spreader. Now that's a job well done. Western, more jobs done faster.
Visit Truck Equipment Inc. today at truckequipmentinc.com.
I'm off to college. Oh, rats.
Hi, Joe the Car Guy with a reminder. Before you send your kids off to school, set up an appointment with Westside Auto. We check everything from tires to belts, fluids, hoses, wipers, and lights. 44 inspection points to help prevent that oh rats moment for your students. Call us today to set up your appointment. We'll have your kids off to school saying,
For the best, head west.
Westside Auto. Hi, this is Chris from Fireplace Superstore, and it's going to be an interesting patio furniture season this year. We have ordered a ton of merchandise, but due to supply chain issues, it's coming in a truckload at a time all summer long. If you want the best patio furniture, check early and check often. If you want to custom order your furniture, get in here as soon as you can to give your furniture the best chance to arrive this summer. Fireplace Superstore, Iowa's best patio furniture selection, just east of I-35 on Douglas Avenue.
We all love a good win, however small or ordinary. Losing track of time, finding yourself with a few extra dollars in your pocket, soaking up the perfect Iowa day. These are the everyday delights and small victories that make us smile. These are the moments that connect us all as Iowans. And these are the moments that, more often than not, start with Iowa's farm families and the corn they're growing. Because when corn grows Iowa, Iowans win.
Ever have one of those awkward moments when a business disappointed you? You got ripped off? Didn't get what you expected? The Better Business Bureau can help you avoid these uncomfortable situations. BBB accredited businesses are honest, ethical, and reviewed annually by the BBB. Don't experience another awkward moment with a bad business. Trust the ones that operate with integrity. Look for the BBB seal. It's the sign of a better business. And find a better business anytime at bbb.org.
Back here at Waukee, Centennial took the first set 25-14, second set 25-16. Dar Danielson with you here as Centennial moving along like a well-oiled machine right now, offensively and defensively. They've given Waukee a lot of trouble at the net, and then offensively when they're just playing it so well, part of that, because of their prowess at the net, they've been able to set up the offense pretty well and just hammer it home here. And we'll see. In between sets here, Coach Candice Palia got something going. Talk with her squad here. Try to slow them down a little bit. Reagan Angus will start the set with the serve for Ankeny Centennial. Set back and then off the hands of Delaney Miller. Waukee's going to win the point. And Finley Curran the senior, will come in to serve. So there's a positive for them as they try to keep this match going. Angus, quick set, and hammered to that corner. Jaden Pratt. See it here. Goes up and right over into the right corner. Serving is Winkle. And ace serve. And that went into the net.
For the Warriors, Jenna Jones in for the Warriors.
Jenna Jones coming in. Of course, this Warrior squad. A lot of youth on there. 1, 2, 3 freshmen on there. What do we got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 seniors. So younger squad compared to Centennial. This one over. And not going to get it. It'll be point Centennial.
Anya Martin in for the Warriors.
Well, you get one freshman on the roster, Maya Lee Butters, their serve specialist for Ankeny. The rest are junior, seniors, and a couple sophomores thrown in there. And Pratt, sophomore, serving. And there's a hot smash for the kill.
Lexi Weber in for the Warriors.
And let's see that again. Yep, right up there was Jenna Jones. Now with the serve. Quick set and the quick hammer down. That time by Anna Sash. And Maya Lee Butters, the freshman, talked about her. She's comes in, does a lot of the serving. Serve specialist there. Over in the middle of the Martins. Now quick set, and there's the kill by Alexa Weber. Lexi Weber puts one down.
Stella Varela in for the Warriors.
And we're seesawing back and forth in the early going of this third set. She said, hey, you guys can do it. I can do it too. Back serving, Delaney Swartzel. Angus sets it back and into the block. Weber and Jones with the block. Swartzel serving. Angus setting in the middle this time.
Point Centennial.
Not super hard smash by Sash, but it was enough to go off the defender and out. And Delaney Miller drops back to serve for the Jaguars. They're trying to close out the match here with this set. Waukee trying to stay alive. Set by Toll. And cross quarter is out. Point Centennial. Looked like that was going to be in, but it was out. And here's the Delaney Miller serve into the net.
Point Warriors. Eden Hershey and Maggie Craig in for the Warriors.
Maggie Craig back in. And Eden Hershey back in. Hershey will go back to serve. We've been back and forth through 6 points. Nobody's got more than a 1-point lead here. Well, Angus dumps it over. Kept alive. Craig will send it across court, handled by Miller. Now back set by Angus, and that's going to go out.
Point for the Warriors.
And there's a point now for Waukee as they get a 1-point lead. Nobody's been able to expand on the 1-point lead. Let's see if they can do it here. Nope, that's wide. So we've had 7 points, 7 ties. Back and forth here. And serving is Betchen, the libero, to her counterpart. Now just dumped over, pushed over by Braddock. They thought they went down, but they stopped. And it ends up being a point Centennial. Try a play to the whistle here. It looked like, oh, it was off the foot. That's what happened. I didn't see that at first. It was Delaney Winkle's foot. That's legal. Justin on the replay, catching that, and there's a hammer. Maggie Craig, the freshman. Gives us our 8th tie. Now can Waukee pull away a little bit? Martin's to serve. Leah Butters gets it, and then just dumped over by Jaden Pratt. Nothing fancy there, just a little go up and dump it in. Here's the serve. Craig, cross court, handled by Betchen. Angus sets it outside and off through the block. Winkle with the kill. And there's a 2-point lead by Centennial. The biggest so far in this set. Angus serving. Now up the net, good set there. Set by Swartzel and hammered home by Toll. And Finley Curran, serve specialist, back in for Waukee. Dumps it in the middle. And diving save by Martins. Curran keeps it alive. There's Craig. Winkle now pushed over. Back out to Craig. She tried to get it home, but Angus is there. Good volley here. Craig again this time. Gets it through the block. If at first you don't succeed, try again, I guess is what they say. And we got our 10th tie of the match. As you see there. And the service error.
Point Centennial.
The Centennial built a 2-point lead. That's been the biggest of this set here so far. They lead 2-0. Set up into the block. Kept alive. Over by Curran. Angus sets it outside Miller. Craig will just bump it over, but it's wide.
Point Centennial.
So here we go. Winkle serving. Curran, and they get it over. Angus. Oh, good job. Oh, got a hand on it, was Hershey, but couldn't quite keep it alive, and it's a point Centennial. Waukee calls a timeout. The biggest lead of the set here, 3 by Centennial on CISN.TV.
75 years, Holt Service Trucks have hit the streets of central Iowa to help customers in need. It might be for plumbing, heating, cooling, a water heater, or the usual repairs and maintenance. We've done that with quality work from quality employees who bring passion and personality to the job. That's the whole difference. It gives me great pride to see how our company has grown from the seeds of success my grandfather planted in 1947. That's why more and more Central Iowans are saying, let Holt handle that.
Back here, Waukee taking a timeout. This match has been back and forth up to 10 points, and then now Centennial, a 3-0 runoff, and they're up by 3. The biggest lead that the other team has had in this third set. Centennial took the first set 25-14, second 25-16. Now they'll try to build on the lead. Now the timeout, Waukee is hoping they can stem the flow here and get back even. Delaney Winkle serving. Curran. And bumped over by Toll. Oh, right into the hole. Jada Schmidt. That was a pretty play. Just saw where it needed to go. Didn't have to be anything hard. Just dumped it in the open spot on the court as they had the defense shifted. Curran, quick set in the middle, dumped over there. Betchin comes in and gets it. Angus sets it back. Scramble for it. Curran gets it over. Quick to Angus, blocked by Craig, and they're going to say in the net, I believe. And Waukee shuts it off, and Jenna Jones comes in. Back to serve will be Maggie Craig, freshman. Jones is a junior who just came in. Miller, Angus, and that'll be a point, Waukee. Cut the 4-point lead in half. Angus sets it outside. Miller hammers, handled. And they're going to say in the net. I had to wait a minute. It looked like Waukee might have got it across there, but they're calling a net violation, I believe. So the point will go to Centennial. And serving is Pratt. Curran gets it outside. Pratt handles that one. Angus now sets it across to Miller. At the net. Sash with the stuff. Lead back up to 4 for Centennial. And there's a quick fill by Gailing. Lexi Weber in for Waukee. Serving is Gailing. And that drops. For an ace. Everybody backed off. Looked at each other and it fell between them. That's akin to those pop-ups in baseball or softball where they each look at each other and it falls. There's another smoking ace that time. That one had a little heat on it. Second straight ace by Lily Gailing. She had a dozen aces coming in. 2 more here. Miller, they'll run it down. Gailing. Now Curran gets it over. Angus sets it back, and that's long. We're tied again. We were tied all the way up through 10, and then Centennial got on a little run with a 4-point lead. Now Waukee has battled back and tied it up again at 16. And that serve is long.
Centennial.
That's the crazy thing about volleyball. You're getting that momentum going, and then you just pump a little too much into that serve, and it drops long. And then turnabout fair play into the net. Tied again at 17. Well, in the other matches, it was back around the 12, 13-point mark where Centennial just stepped on the gas and didn't look back. Now, there's a kill by Miller. And to say that Waukee here, though, is keeping them close so far. Delaney Miller to serve, as you saw the replay. Big set there into the block, kept alive. Now they'll get it over. And that's long.
Point for Waukee.
We're tied at 18.
Eden Hershey and Maggie Craig in for the Warriors.
12th tie here. Hershey in, she serves. Miller, man, that caught the net and it came off. Just left Waukee out of sync there. See there, see it catches the net cord and then just took enough off it that Martins couldn't get to it. Came off that net and dropped. Now here's Betchen. Serving, and that's going to be an ace.
Point Centennial.
And Centennial is to 20. (2018). They're trying to close it out here. Oh, there's a hot smash by Jaden Pratt. Timeout, Waukee. As Waukee will talk it over. Jessica Reinhardt talking with her Jaguars. Let's just keep doing what we've been doing. Move that offense along. Waukee played a lot better, handled things a lot better, got some of their own offense going here in this third set. As you see Coach Reinhardt right there in the middle. And
out of the break.
Waukee needs to reel them in again to keep this one alive. Taylor Betchen, the senior libero, back to serve. Out of the timeout here. Quick set into the block. That block has been so tough. There it is again. Pratt and Winkle on the block. Watch it here. Yep, right up. Betchen to serve. Angus just goes up and hammers it right down. And now they scramble to get it over. Angus sets it back to Pratt. She finds the left corner. And we're at set point, match point. Serving for the win. Craig into the block, and it's going to fall. They hold off set point one. Back to serve will be Geneva Martins. Angus outside. Now back. Dumps it in. Betchen goes down, keeps it alive. Craig into the block and down. Waukee holds off set point two. Got a few more to go. Up to Angus, sets it outside. There's the kill and the win. Winkle. 25-20. 25-14, 25-16, 25-20. Waukee looking much better in that final set, but man, the Jaguars were a well-oiled machine here tonight. Passing and then that timing on the block, they really left Waukee, made it tough on them to get it across there. So again, thanks for watching the volleyball here tonight. Coming up tomorrow, we'll have, I'll be over at Valley, Marshalltown at Valley, Ankeny's at Roosevelt, and Sioux City East is at Centennial in football action on Football Friday night. Thanks to Justin for running the controls here tonight. That's going to wrap it up. A sweep for Centennial tonight, 3-0 over Waukee on CISN.TV.